This video contains flashing images. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bigman and this here is the Battlefield 4 Top Plays episode number 7, and we have 10 clips for your viewing pleasure today. A lot of them are pretty damn awesome, so I suggest you sit back, get comfy, and enjoy the best the Battlefield community has to offer. But don't forget to check out last week's winner in the description down below. You can subscribe to them for more Battlefield awesomeness and stuff, but let's go, shall we? Our first clip up today comes from Brecky, and he's playing on all-tie range. This guy parachuting in has no idea to get gunned down with Brecky's Ace 52 CQB. He's playing some obliteration, and there's a lot of enemies going through this little bottleneck just here coming towards his team's side of the map. And he's taken upon himself to actually just sit here and try and hold back as many of them as possible. He has a couple of teammates helping him out, but they are outnumbered. But with good movement, he gets to jump on the enemies, trying to get the flank on them. And climbing up on top of these rocks again here, he's just going to chuck a nade down there upon all the enemies' heads. And unfortunately, it doesn't actually get anyone with that one just there. But enemy helicopters causing a bit of a problem with the parachuters coming in, so he's like, son, I want you out of my sky right now. As the helicopter just hits off the ground just there and goes flying all over the shop. In the aftermath of that just there, a few people rained from the sky around where the helicopter exploded, this guy included. And he just gets gunned down there with Brecky. Before we move down here towards where all his teammates actually are with the bomb, so it's time to actually provide some support for them. Gunning down two people that were proven to be a bit of a problem just there, so that's two got down just there. We see a third one coming down the hill, and we seem to have lost him for a moment. There he is. Where do you think you're going, son? So a nice bunch of kills. He's putting himself about. He gets a helicopter out of the sky earlier on, and then for good measure we're just going to take down another helicopter out of the sky. As well as a nice kill streak, we get two helicopters with a straw, one at very long range. Nice. Our next clip here comes from Reedy Poems 6, and he's playing here in Zabod 311 with the SV98. Gets a headshot there on that guy that was firing RPGs off at his teammates. He did not approve of such antics. Gets a second headshot in a row, and then a third headshot, which is pretty damn nice. Then we get a hit marker, and then the guy just decides, let's play possum and just sit here. I don't really know what the guy's game plan was. Maybe he was thinking that he would just stop shooting at him if he just stopped moving. But we got another headshot just there before we speed through this bit on a nice reload. Nice reload, I don't understand why I described it as that. But we got another headshot, and then we get another headshot, which is always good. And then we get a hit marker, and this guy decides he's actually going to move. That's what you probably should do. Take note, earlier guy, and then he just puts a bullet through someone's face. But we skipped forward by about 30 odd seconds, and well, I guess one last headshot, carving a bullet over that little roof just there, winning the game. Nice.
I got a C4 dirt bike, you got a slam dirt bike.
What? You don't know what just happened. You don't. I jumped off my dirt bike and killed a heli with my slams.
Did you?
Oh, yes.
Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did. Next up here, we have Granada de Fumaça. And he's playing on Operation Lockers, and he has a PKP, pitch and egg. And he's just going to be locking down this entire area just here. Not just with his PKP, but also with his trusty little mortar that he's placed down way behind him where the enemies cannot get it. I don't know, I've never seen anyone use the mortar in that manner before. I just find it to be extremely clever. You put your mortar down, you move up, you cover a whole area. When you run out of ammo, switch to the mortar, rain down death upon someone that you might not be able to actually shoot. That was close. As you can see in the action replay, rocket whizzed right past his face. He got extremely lucky just there. That thing would have obliterated him. But we're going to continue locking down this area just here using our trusty little mortar once more. And well, basically, again, what's so clever about this is the fact that when you can't actually shoot someone, he takes cover, whatever, maybe you do a lot of damage to him, and he just sort of retreats a little bit, then you can just hit him with a mortar from the sky. He will never see it coming. I don't know, I've just never seen anyone use a mortar this way, and it's extremely clever. Maybe a lot of people will actually pick this up in future. But I want to divert your eyes right here on the screen. Watch that. And he's off. He's away to the moon. He's going to his home planet. I don't know what you say these days, but eventually he does come back down. That was some serious airtime that guy just got just there. I don't know what exactly hit him, but we're going to continue to actually rain down some more death using our mortar. And I just love that when he cuts back to actually aim, you can just see this missile coming out of the sky, this shell just coming down and just killing everything in front of him. But it just effectively locks down this whole entire flank, which is very important on Conquest mode on this map. So all around, it's a clever clip. Some awesome stuff, no not. Our fifth clip up today comes from Der Griffinator, and he's just going for a little casual swim here in the very, very calm seas of Paracel Storm. But diving under just here, you probably see them on the map. He's been all sneaky-like, coming all the way up behind all of these people. I think you guys know what's happening.
Ninja stab, motherfucker!
That guy had no idea, but neither does this guy, apparently, know how to spam his knife button. Come on, man, a front knife, seriously. This guy, again, has no idea what's happening, and neither does this guy.
Ninja stab, motherfucker!
That's 4 people he just stabbed in a very quick succession, and Stevie Wonder over here has no idea what's going on. That is the wrong way to use a mortar. Don't do that. That's pretty dumb. But that was a nice little stabbing spree you saw. Next up here we have Alex Tankersley, and I've got to say this clip here is probably not only my favorite today, but for the past few weeks. This clip is fucking awesome, and you're just gonna see why just here. So he's playing some Siege of Shanghai Rush. He parachutes down on top of this building just here, putting down his trusty little EOD bot. He just sort of backs off, get behind some cover, because you don't want to sit out in the open like in the last clip, because that's what happens to you. You get stabbed in your face. But as he just jumps down here, he almost crushes his teammate to death, and well, the battle for control of his EOD bot is about to ensue just here as the tank is backing over the top of him, and it's just an all-around messy situation here. He can't climb up this tiny gap, and he's like riding all the way up on walls and shit, but it's cool. It's cool. Eventually he does know what he's doing. It's alright, but he's moving towards B now because A is just not happening. But if we move all the way up here towards B, where there's some enemies actually lurking around the area, like this guy who ends up with just his dick burned off, which is never a really good way to die. But we arm this MCOM station, and of course we just back up. Yeah, okay, let's just chill here. So we've got 1 kill so far, and an MCOM station arm, so that's always good. And well, these guys start pouring in. They think, oh yeah, we'll just disarm this shit. Nope. Nope, denied. He just sits still. He backs up and just sits still, just so they don't notice you. And then we just go towards them here and we start burning the shit out of them. Like, this guy's arse, and then this guy's right arse cheek. Then this guy comes over trying to revive this guy again, and again some buns get fried. And this guy thinks he can actually disarm, and no, that was fucking awesome. He just killed so many guys and got an MCOM with his little trusty robot. Nice stuff. The next clip up comes from Anthony Jalema, and he's in the gunship raining down death, as you do when you're in this big hunk of metal. And then the gunship just vanishes for some reason. It just disappears. Like, everyone there just all of a sudden was out. It's just like, nope, we're done. Gone. But just parachuting all the way down, as you do, whips out the straw, and you could probably work out where this is going. You've seen plenty of clips similar to this. But he gets himself a nice multi-kill there while parachuting down with the straw, wiping out an enemy helicopter. Clip number 8 comes from SNGV171. Very catchy name you have there, but he's playing some TDM on, I believe it's Galmud Railway. So it's an SV98. Right off the bat there, he got himself his first headshot, and then he took out this guy with his shorty 12 gauge. A very effective backup weapon. That was an extremely quick snipe just there. He just took that guy down so quickly, and then he just follows up there with another quick one. And then a no-scope, because fuck it, why not, as we take that guy's face off. Time to gather our thoughts, reload our weapon, and as we move towards this little wall over here, this guy hurdling it ends up dead, so we no-scope this guy, or at least try to, and then just murder him here with our 12 gauge. And as we flank around, we saw this guy was on the map, and he had no idea what was going on, as he ends up getting gunned down in the back. And also this guy.
Ninja stab, motherfucker!
And now it's time to get the fuck out of there, because there's a lot of enemies lurking around there looking right at where he was, and luckily for him he didn't get gunned down in cold blood. He did shoot this guy in the face about a nanosecond after someone else exploded his cranium, but as we run out here we see there's another couple of guys. Really quick shot just there taking him down. As he flanks around this guy, that guy just died because of the amazement of what just occurred in front of him. He could not handle it. But we're going to run all the way down here towards where we can see the enemies all clustered up on the map. Son, that is improper use of a mortar. We're just going to gun your face off here with a 12 gauge. And that's quite long range for that shotgun. And I'll be honest, it's not very often you actually see someone get that sort of range out of this thing. But again, we're going to run all the way down here, taking down another guy, as he was just sort of standing chilling there, and then we take down another guy. But he gets a lucky one-shot kill on him. But nice clip. Our next clip up here comes from Blobakumi, who's part of Turbo, so you know that now, and he just takes down an enemy jet with a tank. No big deal, man. Yeah, he's playing some Silk Road Conquest just here, and he's just got to park up on top of this ramp for like some reason, and then he spots this guy way off into the distance and takes it down first time. That's, you know, that's some range you've got just there, some fucking awesome accuracy. So far he's taken down a jet and a little bird. So we skipped forward by about 30 odd seconds, not much happened in that time, but we've picked a fight here with an enemy tank, or is it an LEV? I can't really tell with how small the screen is, but he's picked a fight with some enemy armor, and well, the guy just decided he wanted to ignore him, and that's not really the best way to go about it. Being passive-aggressive on the battlefield is not going to get you very far, but this guy's an enemy little bird again, and he gets taken down. And I don't know where that other carcass of a helicopter came from, but it just landed right next to him out of nowhere. So that's two little birds and a jet that he's taken down, and now he's just going to park over here and just kill the shit out of all these enemies that are in front of him. It's always awesome when you see these nice tank clips where people are just cruising around popping everything out of this guy that they see. And we're just going to round it off with a few more infantry kills just here. These guys are trying to sneak up behind him, but it's just not going to happen, son. His awareness is too high for that. Let's go. And here is Dark Betrayed. Yes, it's been a while. And he's playing here on Operation Locker, and he's just cutting about with his trusty little sniper rifle here, the L96A1, and the enemy team are all in this area just here. He just kills everyone with his pistol, and then with his sniper he gets a nice little collateral just there. And then another one, and then another one. So that's over 1,100 points in that little streak that you just got just there. And you know how small of a window you actually get for those point streaks. So getting over 1,000 these days is pretty damn difficult. So that's pretty awesome that you got that just there. But fast forwarding by about 30 seconds, I actually picked up someone's PKP just at the end before I cut that a little bit just there. And it's a pretty strange one actually. He's got an infrared scope on top here, but he's going to put it to his best use possible as he just sort of takes up position here behind this broken wall. As you can see, the enemy team are all just sort of filtering in from that outside bit just there, and he's going to sort of move up slowly while killing stuff. And actually the infrared scope in this scenario is working out pretty damn nicely, because when you're looking from the inside out or the outside in at this little point just here, it's pretty damn difficult to actually see anything. So the infrared scope is hugely helpful here. As you can see him just murder every single one of those poor bastards just out there. So that's over 700 points in the current streak, and then he's going to go over 1,000 points once more. Twice in the one clip is these days not very common. In fact, he's closer to 2,000 points now. Unfortunately, doesn't quite break it because he runs out of ammo, but that's ridiculous. Yeah, that's going to bring us towards the end of this episode, guys. If you enjoyed this week's Battlefield 4 Top Plays, make sure you leave a like on this video to help support the show. And also, you can vote for your winner. We all know you're all just going to vote Dark Betrayed. You always do every single time he makes a clip. And it's really no surprise, to be honest. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.